everyone. It is an actual, honest-to-God Honkai Star Rail Sunday. Man, my microphone sounds like it's in the other room. Crank that up just a bit. I swear I can never get the volume just right. Like, I don't want to be screaming in your ear, but I also don't want to sound like I'm in the other room, too. Okay, probably right there. And then, can we hear the game? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, I would say that is good. But yes, so it is, for once in a hot minute, an actual Honkai Star Rail Sunday. And hopefully it should be, for the foreseeable future, it should stay that way. At least till the end of this month, when it will be Honkai Star Rail's Saturday or Friday again, because I have a different thing I'll be going to. Usually I try to not do stuff on Sunday. It has not been that way last couple bit. Okay, quick go through of everything. Currently, this is the current event, or not event, but the main story that is available. We've been sent away. Oh no, someone came in. Hello. Hello, other Kalis. I see you're also visiting Akivimiao. So, but yeah, so this is what I was going to show you all, but I don't want to be in this person's car too long unless I bother them. So this is the hidden one, Akivimiao. Akivia? It's Akavili, obviously, but it's Akivil Meow. But as a cat cake, and I love them. Look at them. They're so cute. And so, oh, you can't really see it above their head. Apparently we are their future emanator. And you can't see it, but you want to visit this one once a day for 7 days, and they'll give you something. We'll just show this off now. And they kind of do give you a little hint. Trying to see if I can find it on what he's gonna give you, because if you go over here, this is my setup currently. As you can see, I'm currently getting a lot of finons. What is it, 6? Oh, it's only 6. Okay. Oh, that was another thing I learned. So, obviously you only need 1 cat cake to put them down like this. To get this stack, you have to have 3 of that cat cake. And it's not like, oh, you get 3 of one of them and it unlocks for them all. You have to get 3 of them individually. So the only one I have 3 of currently is the Finon cat cake. And so only Finon can be in this triple tower stack. And then I imagine it's the same thing for this one, is to get this one, you have to have 6 of that cat. And so I would need to get 3 more Finon cats, and then I could unlock this. Let's put him back. And then... there we go. Okay, I knew it kind of hinted where it would be. So once we talk to Akivimiao, there we go. We are gonna unlock a new cat tree design. So it kind of gives it away there. But yeah, so this is my cat tree so far. Adventuring is right where he should be until I can unlock his cat tower. Because I thought if I got the 3 Finon, I would unlock for everybody. But that is not how that works, apparently. So instead, we just have 3 adorable Finons. There is an achievement if you fill the entire cat tree with 1 cat, so you can also look for that. And then I have not unlocked any new ones of these. And you can see I'm just missing 10. These are the 10 I do not have. The only reason we have 2 trash cakes is because trash cake, blueberry jar, and where is the other one? Lambda's friend? Lambda's friend? They all have the same tail in the hint, and so I was like, 1 out of 3 shot who it is, and I lost. Oh, I wonder, so it says 2 out of 13, so I wonder if you can only get 13 total of a cat, and then once you have 13, which would fill up a tree, you can't get any more of that cat. Oh, and it also shows what you have unlocked for them individually. Okay, that's cool. That part didn't know. But yeah, so I only have 10 more to get. Let's see. But yeah, so I was gonna show you some tips and tricks with that. Anyway, so 3rd anniversary is still ongoing. You've been here before, you know most of everything, but just a quick run through for people who don't. There's a new Castrus skin. You can buy these with the premium currency. If you buy enough of the premium currency, you're gonna unlock stuff kind of like the bow skin back in the day, and then the premium currency refreshed so that you can get the bonuses. There's your yearly report on what you did. They have a live streaming event, relic recons coming back, and the triple reward. You get 20 free pulls for logging in over the course of 7 days. And then they're giving you a gold heart to go to this specific shop to pull a character. These characters have been buffed. These characters have been added to the 50/50 pull that you can get when you pull for a limited time character. And then you can pick a character to get a letter from and another 10 pull. Cosmicon's having a second event. We have not unlocked that yet. Hopefully we'll have enough time. This is the current Trailblaze mission. Supposedly we're unlocking the Path of Elation. I could technically unlock it now, but I am trying to wait to do it in the game, so hopefully we'll get that today, hence the title. And then Currency War got updated, where its ascension level got extended, and it added Elation pathways. Obviously this event is ongoing. I was just showing you some stuff. Here's the relic recon. You pick a character and then you can get relics based off that character. You get these key cards and you unlock them doing different event missions, and then you then open a chest and it'll give you a relic. You can keep your old relic or get a new one. It's up to you. Silver Wolf level 999 is available currently, along with the Dahlia, Castrus, and Firefly. Nova Flare occurred, and these characters got buffed. You can always invite new people back and then get some Stellar Jade. This is the anomaly right here. Kind of tells us what the boss monster is about to be for this area, but it is what it is. The Divergent universe for Arcadian Chronicles has refreshed, and then this is the live streaming event. So I got the live streaming event completely done, so I haven't looked at it in a minute. And that's about it. Oh yeah, and then you also got like a bunch of new fashion cosmetics. That you can get. Like you can get the streaming headband, you can get a new pom-pom outfit, cosmetic store, that's what I'm looking for. And then you can also get an Evanescia's fox ears as a headband too. Or if you missed the loading signal, you can also buy it. And then what have I been doing? I have actually been trying, because I am getting stuck right at the end to trying to get to that end game anomaly. So I was like, okay, we're actually gonna sit down and use up all of my saved up resources and see if we can finally perfect Finon so I can move on to support characters.
So this was my childhood dream, huh?
And just to tell you how that's going, I rolled 560 times on headpieces to be able to get the headpiece that I wanted. And he's still not built to perfection. I still need 9.5% to get his crit rate to 100. These are the relics I have on him. I have all the substats. This was the 561, by the way. This one has all the substats I wanted. I would have preferred this to be break effect, but it has all the substates and the man stat that I want, so I was like, that's good enough for now. And then all the ones, and it gave me the break effect this time, which is awesome. These are the ones that I'm still trying to get the perfect versions of, as you can see, where both of these need speed. This one just needs speed, and then this one needs speed. And then it's just re-rolling until I can get most of the rolls into crit rate. But we're working on it. Slow and steady, I swear, but it's gonna take 9 years. People are like, well, you have him like pretty much built, you can just go to another character. And I'm like, I don't think you all understand how my brain works. He needs to be done, where I do not have to come back and try to get him to perfection later. I want him at perfection before I move on to a new character. It's why none of my characters get built tremendously.
So this was my childhood dream, huh?
So yeah, that's what Finon looks like currently. And then let us go through the achievements and messages, and then we will get back to the main story. I've yammered long enough. Oh yeah, also there have been like leaks coming out about who is going to be on the next banner with Blade. In a single turn, teammates trigger 3 types of Silverwolf level 99 top loot box effects. And in a battle against Paramount Bliss, Inverted, Illwish, Arc, Lotus, no characters were converted into happiness puppets by triggering happiness. And catch a creation from every hiding spot in the party car. But yeah, so I literally just, oh yeah, so supposedly, and this would work out amazingly for me, especially, well, only if Gilgamesh. I've heard, first of all, the Fate collab is in the next big patch. Not like the next update, but the next patch. And if they're gonna do the, like, you get this character free, and then if you pull 200 times, which is why we're saving up, then you get the free 5-star light cone, right? If it is in Blade's patch, that works perfectly for me because I want Blade. Apparently he's going to be pretty meta too, so that works out perfectly for me. And then in the second half of the patches, so in the first half it's going to be Blade and a Yao Guang rerun, and then in the second patch it's going to be a Kalis and, or not Kalis, a Finon and Cyrene run, which would be perfect for me because that means I can invest every single wish into those two, and so I should hit that 200 easy. Kalis, do you think a bird with broken wings still has a chance to fly? There's hope as long as it's alive. Yes, your thoughts echoes mine. I saw a little bird with one of its wings broken on the panorama floor a few days ago. My heart went out to it. I brought it back home, hoping it would make a fast recovery. Has my brother told you the story of the little Charmony dove? That poor Charmony dove formed a big part of our childhood and taught us about making choices for the first time. Oh my god, we've heard that story very many times. Very much so. The main storyline hammered that story home. Looking back now, I realize we only gave it the right to live when we were little, but we had no clue how to ensure its survival thereafter. But then again, who can truly define the rules of life? Compared to the Charmony dove, which had to learn how to fly from scratch, this little bird is luckier. Hold on. So, sorry about that. I was so excited when I saw the little bird flap its wings just now, so I immediately rushed over and observed it for a while. Seeing the little bird get better gradually fills me with joy. It feels like I've resolved a regret from my childhood. The bird seems happy too. Perhaps it has its own wishes. Indeed. I hope the little bird can fly high again. Thanks for your words of encouragement, Kalis. I've got to go take care of this little bird now. Just wait for my good news. I discovered a fascinating accessory shop. Ice cream necklaces, raccoon brooches, sunflower glasses, and monster hair clips. There are tons of adorable items, some of which are perfect for the express crew. If possible, I'd love to pick some for you all. Save the cutest one for Mr. Yang. So Mr. Yang's into cutie stuff deep down, huh? I have a rough idea what to pick now. A baseball bat cheering stick, a cloverleaf hairpin with lights, a book-shaped storage box, a mini chef's hat, a vintage paper handbag, and a cocky mech badge. Kalis, what do you think of these? Trust me, everyone's going to love them. Seems like I know a thing or two about the express crew now. I'm on my way to posting the gifts for you now. Remember to check your mail. Oh yeah, and then I also saw something that was like, oh yeah, and then Blade is going to have, the new Blade, the SP Blade is going to have like a cosmetic, that will be given to the Trailblazer. And I'm like, that's an interesting choice for a universal buff, ? But anyway, back to the main story. So right at the end, Evanescia got cornered by Yao Guang and then is going to a secondary location to kind of join the games.
Misery and bliss, the same no matter where you go.
And so they were buying a ticket to get on the train.
You haven't said a word the whole way, Xianzhou Diviner. Are you mesmerized by the scenery? Or is there something in your divinations weighing on your mind?
After casting divinations 1,000 times, one may learn to keep a still heart. Yet, each foreseen omen of doom still clouds the inner lake with gathering shadows. That is why, before divining, I usually wipe clean my mind's eye to clear away stray thoughts, lest the outcome be disturbed.
Take a word of advice from someone slightly your senior. Maybe it's nothing new to you. If we treat every approaching calamity like a final reckoning, wouldn't an infinite lifespan turn into prolonged suffering?
Enjoy the present. Indeed, yet worldly joys are fleeting as morning dew, while our duties are as immovable as heavy mountains.
Diviners often miss the fun right in front of them because they foresee tomorrow's suffering. But have you ever thought about this? That so-called suffering of tomorrow might just be the poisonous fruit sown by you being terrified today. It is precisely because we know the ending that every scene along the way is so precious and unique, isn't it?
Kind of the, things turned out this way because you knew the ending, so therefore you, in your panic to try and avoid the ending, you precisely caused it kind of deal. There's literally a word for this and my brain is not pulling it out of the ether. It'll come to me in a minute.
Look at this harbor before us. When I first set foot here, all these streets, the fishing boats, the people. None of them existed. As far as the eye could see, there was only fire. The seas had been vaporized, leaving only fractured seabeds and ash that blotted out the sun. The demonic legions from beyond still hadn't departed, and the waves that would surge into Dovebrook had, in that moment, not yet arrived. Just on the mountain over there, a painter and I looked out at the iron-red scars on the earth. She told me, that which vanishes is bound to return. She swore to use her brush to preserve everything claimed by the destruction.
It seems she succeeded.
And so, I too shall keep my promise to her, maintaining the course of the Phantasmoon Games until the sands of time slip away. With every descent into this game's cycles, I shall enjoy myself to the fullest. Like sipping tea, be it sweet or bitter, I shall savor the flavor of every instant. To do otherwise would be a disservice to the people and things that have passed.
To savor a fleeting moment against the backdrop of eternity. Naturally, the flavor is profound. A pity, though. Even as a long-life species, my time is brief compared to yours. As a Cienjo native, the karma I carry is far too heavy. I could never learn how to be as carefree as you.
Self-fulfilling prophecy is what I wanted.
Miss Evanescia, what to you is a game to be savored, is a life and death reality for the living beings of plain Arcadia?
Alright then. Next up, I'm entering brooding and edgy serious mode.
That won't be necessary. I shall use the Eye of Ishvara to divine the fates of the people in Seafeld City. If they face imminent catastrophe, a red fate slip will be hanging above their heads. The rainbow surveys the heavens, perceiving 1,000 forms. Across the meridians of destiny, the jade abacus reveals its script. The celestial eye opens and shuts as calamity and fortune reveal themselves. Calamity looms overhead. The crimson slip is cast. Mr. Sunday will share my insight with you through the spirit bird, Miss Evanescia. Please, bear witness.
Is that their fate hanging over their heads?
Precisely. Come on, let's take a closer look. Odd. Why do these people have wheel slips hanging over their heads?
Isn't Wheel the good one? Because Woe is the bad one?
Astral Express, boo! Get out of Seafeld City! Astral Express, boo! Get out of plain Arcadia!
Oh, good afternoon. Would you two lovely young ladies care to join us in protest for the bright future of Seafeld City?
Hey, Pops. You guys are grinning like it's a holiday festival, but your slogans sound so fierce. Doesn't that feel a bit weird?
We Seafeld folk pride ourselves on our manners. Even when expressing dissatisfaction, we do it with a smile. Now that's real happiness etiquette.
We won't let anyone ruin this serenity. Come on, ma'am. Wave a flag with us. You'll feel better in no time.
I see that they've gotten the happiness surgery and have been infected by the abundance.
Their emotions are so synchronized. It's like they rehearsed it. This kind of happiness feels like some compulsory routine.
Their smile sent shivers down my spine. Hey, wasn't it your Director Fullwish who invited the Astral Express crew here to debate? Shooing your guests away like this is hardly polite.
You! You're from the Astral Express, aren't you?
Hey, so do I really look that much like a nameless? It's not like I have a boarding pass stuck to my face.
You... What are you so happy about?
Just look at you, dyeing your hair like that at such a young age, instead of doing something decent with yourself. You're no better than that bunny on the Astral Express. Anyone could tell you're not from around here.
Hey, jerk! It's not dyed. And for the record, March Bunny is adorable. Wait, what happened to all those happy smiles on your faces before? How did you flip the switch so fast?
You people from beyond the sky. You just don't understand our happiness. If you keep causing trouble, don't blame us if we get nasty.
My apologies. My little sister is young and doesn't know better. We'll be on our way.
Who are you kidding? Sisters? You two aren't even the same species. Cause any more trouble and I'll call a whole boatload of Ploos to toss you both into the sea as fish food.
Optional, accept TV interview, talk to the passionate shop owner. Okay. Make sure we do the optional content. Pick up our... Are they over here?
The sun is shining and the vibes are immaculate. This is Fullwush TV's Happiness on the Street, bringing you real smiles straight from the streets of Seafeld. You two look like visitors from afar. I take it you're also following Plain Arcadia's grand event, the Phantasmoon Games?
Of course we're following it. It's not every day you see something this lively.
That's great. We've noted many echoing widespread concerns that the Astral Express's intervention is dragging our sacred Phantasmoon Games into a quagmire of competition with outsiders. What are your thoughts on this?
Widespread concerns? Mr. Reporter, I suspect your question already comes neatly packaged with its own answer.
Judging motives is futile. What we want to be focusing on is the real-life consequences of our actions.
Oh, that's so deep! Many Seafelders feel that rather than any IPC vision of prosperity, it's the Healing Smiles, Healing Arcadias proposed by Lady Fullwish that is the more grounded future we desperately need. What is your take on this?
If the happiness comes at the cost of stripping away the perception of all pain, then it calls into scrutiny just how authentic such a happiness really is.
Exactly. By that logic, eating candy until your teeth fall out counts as happiness too, right? I mean, hey, at least it tasted sweet.
That's a very vivid analogy. Finally, a hypothetical question. If you had to choose, do you believe the preservation defined by outsiders or the happiness advocated by Miss Foolish better represents the future of Plain Arcadia?
The real future has never existed within such a narrow dichotomy. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Thank you both for sharing. Have a wonderful day. All defensive answers, not a single morsel for us. This whole segment is wasted. Go find some citizens who can chuck us a few happiness testimonials to pad out the reel.
A wheel slip? This one's a lucky wheel, too.
Isn't that a good thing?
Welcome! Come try our happiness soda. One sip, and you'll be as lucky as Director Fullwish all day long.
Why is it always Fullwish? Doesn't she work in media? What's that got to do with soda?
Oh, you're an outsider. You wouldn't know. Director Fullwish is Seafeld City's pride and joy. She grew up just a street over. She's a true daughter of Seafeld. Can you imagine? After that terrible disaster 15 years ago, that child lost her whole family. Just a little kid. truly heartbreaking. But she did herself proud. She pulled herself through it all, relying on sheer grit and optimism. Full Wish TV, back then it was still called Seafeld TV, even produced a special documentary about her called A Smile Against Adversity. I can't even tell you how many people were touched by it.
Through sheer grit and adversity, and all the money the IPC paid out to the families to hush them up. Totally none of that helped.
And now, despite all her success, she hasn't forgotten to bring happiness to everyone. It's just amazing.
Do you really feel happy right now?
Of course! Just look at how happy I am. It's all thanks to the Research Society of Happy Smiles and Miss Full Wish. She not only supports the local economy, but she's brought with her a positive attitude toward life. We can all be just like her. Forget about all those painful memories from the past and just be happy every single day. Well, if you ask me, only someone who's come from suffering like her can truly want what's best for all of us. She's the one who could deal with all those outsider supplicants running amok and bring glory to our people.
I'm so sorry. This knockoff Labubu is just absolutely... I cannot stop looking at it. I also didn't know that its expression changed. That is so funny.
Come on, why don't you try some? It's on the house. You simply have to experience the unique taste of happiness that we have here in Seafeld. Guaranteed to make you forget all your troubles.
Yeah, and guaranteed to be corrupted by the abundance, I'm sure.
This foolish really is something else.
And this is also a wheel.
Bid farewell to painful memories and embrace the eternal now. Let the smile of happiness become your only truth.
So, during the happiness surgery, they implant something in their eye, and you've noticed that a lot of them have sunglasses covering up their eyes. I wonder if their eyes are starting to change.
Follow Master Fullwish's path, embrace rebirth, and you and I can both become the happiest people in this Arcadia.
How very strange. No matter how many times I perform the divination, the signs hovering above the passers-by in Seafeld City are all wheels, signifying peace. Is my Eye of Ishvar suffering interference from a supplicant's abilities here? But how is that possible?
I actually think your judgment is looking more and more likely. The pedestrians on the roadside, the fishermen at the port, the shopkeepers on the street, and the ones preaching happiness. From the moment I entered this port city, I felt it. Something stirring gently within them, resonating with the same essence I carry. This entity is far too faint. I can scarcely feel its strength. It was once shattered to nothing, crushed into powder, burned down to ash, nearly extinguished. But it has no concept of death, and so it simply went to sleep. It quietly lurks, waiting for the farmer to scatter it across the fields. Given time, it will inevitably wake up again.
I believe most people in this city must have undergone the happiness surgery. Just look at the spectacle the Smile Society is putting on over there.
At the courtyard, you once said, "Fortune rests upon misfortune."
A great calamity for some, but for others, perhaps a turning point leading to ultimate bliss. There really is something that lets people survive apocalyptic disaster, then a wheel slip hanging above their heads would be only fitting. However, those who survive will no longer be human.
By that time, there won't be any need for a general of the Xianzhou to petition an audience. The gaze of the hunt will be firmly locked on this place. Follow me.
What's your plan?
My plan? As the referee of the Phantasmoon Games, former referee, I mean, when faced with a supplicant who blatantly breaks the rules and dispenses blessings on a whim, the only thing I can do is issue an executive ruling.
So, this so-called ruling, does it involve summoning a bolt of lightning from the sky to just zap foolish dead out of nowhere?
It's nothing so violent. For my judgment, I must first retrieve the sacred instrument. Only by using it to measure the supplicant's crimes can we sever her power. We're almost there.
Oh, darn. I wasn't even going that fast and I cut her off. She was gonna say something about like gardener pruning or something like that.
Attention visitors. Please keep off the grass and refrain from picking flowers. We ask that you treat public facilities with care. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy your visit. May the laughter keep you smiling.
Is this it? You keep this sacred instrument out here in broad daylight? Aren't you worried someone might make it disappear?
Hold your horses. We've still got a ways to go. As for my precious measuring instrument, do you really think I'd just leave it lying around in the middle of nowhere?
With all due respect, there is no path ahead. I get it. It's probably just an optical illusion. Extraordinary beings like you always love pulling that "the path only opens to the destined" trick. What's next? A secret passphrase? Do I find a stone matrix and jump through it? Or maybe, do you sing a little song, wave your hand, and the trees just obediently stand up and split into two neat rows?
I'm no Woof Woof Dawn. I don't have that kind of skill. A long time ago, I raised a floating island right here for someone to paint. To prevent others from wandering in by mistake, I asked that artist to paint thick fog and woodland here, so passersby wouldn't stray inside. We made a deal. As long as I play my song, the fog will disperse.
Okay, two special types of Wispy that exist in Interplanar Jump will be attracted to the trail Blazemon and gradually move closer to it, but they possess no offensive capabilities. Additionally, when they spot a help bot, they will immediately shift their attention to move towards the help bot instead.
That's a cute puppy. Looks like it's taken a liking to you.
I'll just borrow this cutie's head for a sec.
Those are capybaras. I love that.
Here we are.
Oh, didn't expect this instrument to have such a childlike charm. I remember the music score being Orpheus's lyre. This feels very much like the
Visitors, please keep off the grass and refrain from picking flowers.
that
We ask
oh,
that
and
you
then
treat
the villain
public
was waiting for you
facilities
to
with
open
care.
up the path the entire time.
Cooperation, and enjoy your visit. May the laughter keep you smiling.
Kind of deal.
What do you think? It's beautiful, isn't it?
Compared to the Yuchue's scenery, I suppose it's more natural.
Would it kill you to pay a compliment?
Yes.
Yagwang is funny.
What are you laughing at?
My apologies. I didn't mean to mock. I was merely curious. Is this thing really the sacred instrument with which you pass judgment upon supplicants? Is it really just a literal ruler?
Oh, yeah, it's her sword, but also it actually is a ruler. I did not notice that. That's amusing.
Hey, don't underestimate the spirit branch of true law. When it first appeared in the form of a blade 150 years ago, it could cleave a mountain in half with a single effortless swing.
Miss Evanescia, let's keep such fanciful tales between us, shall we?
Also, can we go grab it before something else does?
Best not go spreading them around. If any of the Cosmicon Collective players find out, we'll never hear the end of their complaints about how mountain-busting power levels are for noobs.
I never expected a high-ranking Xianzhou general to be so well-versed in the gossip here on Plain Arcadia.
I need you all to grab
Such
the
is the
sword.
way of a diviner. To enter a place is to observe its local custom.
Same goes for us arbiters. Times change, and my babies have to change with them. Just picture it. A pretty girl in a school uniform, striding through the streets with a giant sword slung over her shoulder. You're right.
I see you are a law-abiding citizen, Miss Evanescia. Cute. Now then, please, begin your measuring.
Weigh and sever this world, and engrave the laws of the cosmos. Spirit branch of true law, by the scale that adjudicates reality and illusion, truth and falsehood. Measure for me all sins beneath the Phantom moon that transgress the law. What is going on? It's telling me Full Wish is not a supplicant. If she's not a supplicant, then there's no way to judge whether she's transgressed or not.
What do you mean? If Foolish isn't a supplicant, why would she openly declare that she's joining the Phantom Moon Games? And that mask, back of the altar, shaped like an 8-legged creature. Just who does it belong to?
That's my question too. We all assumed it was going to be Full Wish or the Herald of Death. So is the Herald of Death someone else? Oh, I was really like bummed in the last one, being like, oh, we're going to take care of the Herald of Death that fast. But no, it looks like the Herald of Death is... Oh, maybe I was right on the first time where I was like, oh, maybe this is like an Orient Express kind of deal where like everybody's pretending to be the Herald, but it's masking who the actual, like everyone's the Herald, but no one's the Herald at the same time.
Behind that mask, countless supplicants are wearing it. They're spread across all seafood. No. All of Duo mentioned City too.
Maybe that's how they made the abundance seed. They're just cracking a mask into small pieces.
Supplicants. They're everywhere. Not in the history of the Phantasmoon games have I ever seen a situation like this.
Or whoever has the octomorph mask is growing pieces of the mask, like the mask keeps growing, and then they're putting that into the people who are getting the happiness surgery, so that everyone who has it is technically a supplicant, but they're not supplicants at the same time.
General, someone is approaching your position. It's Don Hung, and...
Don Hung, you've returned. And the one beside you.
Sunday, that was not much of a warning.
Blade. Or perhaps I should call you by your true name. One of the Xianzhou's most wanted criminals, Yingxing. You've delivered yourself into my hands. Good.
General of the Yuchue, your vision remains confined within the laws of the Xianzhou. I came here to kill our common enemy.
Our common enemy? You are the Xianzhou's enemy. Ever since you became a Stellaron hunter, you have slain countless emissaries of judgment sent by the Shuling Palace of Law to capture you. You even incited the artisans of the Juming to reforge your blade, entangling them in your crimes.
I like how they're like, you killed all the people we sent to capture you, and therefore that's why you're a wanted criminal. It's like, lady, if I was being hunted down by a lot of people, I wouldn't just like roll over and let them take me. Like, what?
But your most unforgivable crime is daring to break into the Ten Lords Commission restricted area on the Xianzhou Yuchue with your accomplices. You destroyed the Ashen Steelwood, disturbed the slumber of our valiant heroes, and stole the secrets of the dead. What kind of vision drove you to commit the countless crimes of your past? And what common enemy could possibly stand between you and me? By all means, enlighten me.
Oh? Well, I was in seclusion all these years. You've clearly been up to quite a lot.
Oh, do you two know each other?
If I'd known you were such a magnet for trouble back when you came to the Juming, begging for a sword, I would have dragged you out of the forge and drafted you into my crew myself. Tied up, if necessary.
And this would be?
A pleasure to meet you, General Yao Guang. It's truly touching that my friends on the Xianzhou have kept me in their thoughts for all these years. I never change my name, no matter where I roam. I am La Mancha.
You're obviously using a fake name.
The head of the Galaxy Rangers. I didn't expect this trip to come with such a pleasant surprise.
General, I'm afraid old grudges will have to wait. What we need to discuss concerns the survival of this world, and that catastrophic calamity you foresaw in your divination.
I won't deny the crimes you've listed. But I know full well that the Xianzhou cares nothing for the life or death of someone guilty like me. What you truly want is to exact a blood debt from the nemesis who has repeatedly awakened demonic stars, summoned abominations, and could not be slain even after 100 deaths. You wish to subdue the emanator of the abundance, Shu-Hu, once again, and even deny them rebirth for all eternity. And now, General, I have brought this opportunity before you. If you are dead set on condemning me to answer for my crimes, I will submit to your judgment and board the Navis Astridura for the Shuling's Inquisition. But as I said, I did not come here today to play the savior. I came to stop the past from repeating itself. And to prevent our common enemy from having their way. General, if you do not want the fate of the Battle of the Fenghu from 30 years ago to fall at your feet, then you must believe what I am about to say. The happiness surgery, promoted by the Smile Society, utilizes none other than Shu Hu's cells. Cells acquired from an unknown source.
You mean everyone who underwent the surgery
have all become supplicants. Once the wish power converges, the will of the flesh will awaken and turn every host into nourishment.
The one wearing the eight-legged mask is not a single person. It is an emanator of the abundance, dismembered and currently parasitizing the bodies of the masses here. Who on earth could have brought something so terrifying to plain Arcadia?
Oh, Sparksy. Interesting. At the same time, in the tavern, pause for a second.
Oh,
Nope.
what innocence! We all saw it with our own eyes. You got your supplicant's mask stolen, and were strung up for a beating.
Yeah, you even went out of your way to set up a live stream for yourself. Afraid the whole universe would miss your heroic bearing, huh? A live streamed public punishment.
What do you mean, stolen? Can a supplicant's affairs really be considered stealing? That's called tactical emotional engagement. A tactic and an art. Don't you get it? Yoo-hoo! If it isn't the Astral Express's famous Lil Raccoon. Did you miss my pranks?
Did you get the invitation for the supplicant debate at Full Wish TV?
My oh my, talk about bad timing. My stream got banned, and the leader of the haters confiscated my supplicant mask. As for the debate, I'm afraid the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. But, seeing as you called, you clearly still have a shred of conscience left in you. Are you planning to give me a chance to haggle?
Answer me this question first. Is Full Wish really a masked fool?
The tavern doesn't exactly register every fool's name and address, but having watched your stream, I believe she is. As for why, call it a kindred intuition. And just listen to our slogan. Healing smiles, healing Arcadius. That level of crazy? She's a certified fool. Most masked fools make a huge racket when they approach you. That, hey, look, I'm about to stir up some trouble vibe is impossible to hide. But Full Wish is clearly the exception. Her brand of crazy is calm and sophisticated. Look at that haute couture getup she's wearing. It's worth 10 times a normal person's salary. Who'd have guessed a career woman with state levels of wealth who was always preaching social welfare would be a masked fool? Simply the most exquisite disguise.
I'd like to ask you to look into her background for me.
Now that's going too far. You actually want me to betray another masked fool?
Give me the intel on Full Wish, and I'll return the mask to you.
Betrayal itself. That's the finest reward of all. Deal. Leave it to me. I'll contact you as soon as I get the intel. Full Wish. Is there really someone like that among the masked fools? How come I'd never heard of her? Maybe we should ask Giovanni about her. He's got connections everywhere after all.
Not long after, Sparksy arrived at Giovanni's location. Okay, give me 5 seconds. I need to go swap out some laundry. We will be right back. Okay, I have returned. Okay, symbol of the Arbiter's authority. Evanescia has reclaimed her ruler blade. And then play music during interplanar jump to dispel the fog surrounding the mysterious island. Okay, I think that, yeah, that has finally got all of the chapter achievements into screen now. I'm very interested by this achievement. That's why I was like, oh, is the Herald dying in this one? But I don't think they would that easily. Okay, let's go. I really want this man to get either a 4-star or a 5-star form. I want to have him as a playable character.
Woohoo! Mr. Giovanni! Long time no see.
Miss Sparksy? You just looted Sparkle's entire inventory right from under my nose. How can you say long time no see? Please spare me. Just give me a straight answer. Whose collection are you planning to steal this time?
Sparkle and I just had the reconciliation of the century. Let bygones be bygones. I'm actually here to ask for some serious advice. I swear, my hands are squeaky clean.
Oh, do tell. Anything that can make you this serious must be fascinating.
I want to ask about someone. Foolish, the media tycoon who went on TV and invited all the supplicants. Is she really one of us? How come I've never seen her in the tavern?
I know of her, but I've never actually seen her in the tavern. If Full Wish really is a fool, with all the people coming and going, surely she would have been mentioned. As for the storage area logbook, no, there's absolutely no record of her. Either she never stored anything here, or she used a fake name.
We're doomed. Even the well-connected Mr. Giovanni knows nothing about this lady.
Nice try. But goading won't work on me. I do have a theory, though. Hear me out. Every fool sets foot in the tavern at least once in their life. If Full Wish really is a fool, then the moment she entered the tavern must have been in the wake of some unforgettable tragedy.
You mean the blood-stained games from 15 years ago? That's a tragedy which would leave a deep wound on a young girl's mind and soul. I get it. Maybe we should head to the hospital and dig up the girl's medical records.
Even from the Department of Psychiatry. Please proceed to consultation room 7 immediately.
What are you trying to find out? Someone's secrets or someone's embarrassing story? I'm sorry, but all that's left here are the scraps of joy from the Arcadia. Patient name, Plan Arcadia. Diagnosis, sadness, tears, fear, and misery. A strange note is tucked inside the filing cabinet. It reads, for a patient, the defining trait is illness. Without it, they wouldn't be a patient. For a Plan Arcadian, the defining trait is happiness.
Full wish? Full wish? Found it!
Full wish. Female, Plan Arcadia. Humanoid, category, Ahatopian subspecies. Cranial neurology department. After experiencing significant and psychological trauma, the patient developed an unknown disorder in the language center. Specific symptoms include an inability to describe negative feedback received by the self and an inability to actively express the pain perceived by the self. Meanwhile, the patient exhibits hallucinatory symptoms, described as the ability to sense the inner desire of others. The patient is in good health with no relevant medical history or family history of hereditary diseases. Patient previously suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder. Electroencephalogram. cerebral lobe structural imaging and modeling analysis indicate no foreign bodies or visible damage to the patient's brain. Mild non-pathological tissue growth detected at the synesthesia beacon implant site. The cause remains unknown. Following the localized wish power detection, approved by the Department of Aberration Defense, low-frequency, undetectable imaginary imagery appeared in the anterior cingulate cortex, but hasn't significantly affected the cranial nerves yet. Its correlation with the patient's condition remains unverified, and the possibility of psychologically induced language disruption can't be ruled out. Testing confirms the patient can accurately describe the desires of others. Simultaneously, as the patient verbalizes these descriptions, the empathetic subject experiences intense hallucinations and loses all rationality. The mechanism behind this remains unclear, though it appears to fall under a hypnotic or telepathic phenomena. For now, we'll designate the patient's unusual condition as happiness syntax. Aberration interference, sustained release tablets, type 2. Take 2 tablets daily, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, 30 minutes after meals. Dosage will be adjusted based on the disease's progression and follow-up evaluations. Schedule a visit to the clinic upon feeling unwell.
Happiness syntax. Now, what kind of disease is this? Trying to read this stuff is just torture. I'd better find a doctor. Hello? Hello? Is there a doctor in the house? Calling all doctors!
Well, if it isn't Patient Zero of the Sparksy Con. To think the Department of Aberration Defense still hasn't locked you up. Heaven truly is blind. Because of you, I was planning to skip town and leave Plain Arcadia overnight. I even booked the tickets. It's a good thing he was here. So, what's the emergency this time? What ailment are you going to pretend to have?
Not me this time. It concerns an old case. The patient in these records. Ring a bell?
Wait, you didn't actually buy that I'm a doctor, did you? Forget it. This patient you're asking about? I remember them.
So, what kind of fool is Full Wish?
Looking back through the history of this hospital, there are countless characters who've turned this place upside down. But to tear the ceiling off on her very first visit? She's truly one of a kind.
What exactly did she do?
Hard to imagine she was still just a 16-year-old back then. And yet, she wanted to smash the fool's mask she'd just received into smithereens.
Can a fool's mask be destroyed?
Of course not. Though you'd know a thing or two about abusing masks, wouldn't you?
Don't be ridiculous. I'd never be stupid enough to try and destroy my own masks. I just had to be heartless enough to abandon them.
The mask is part of the fool's self. Unless the fool is reduced to ash, how could anything happen to it?
Speaking of masks, I'm very curious because Sampo asked Sparkle to help them get his mask back because he had hid it in the tavern or abandoned it in the tavern after he tried to leave the Fools? I'm curious when that plot thread will get picked up. Probably when we get SP Blade or SP Sampo manifesting it, guys. Manifesting it.
There were even some fools nearby rubbernecking who decided to help out. But despite all their efforts, they only managed to make a single crack. And the power that erupted when the mask shattered also left a crack in the hospital wall. Ugh. I spent several days peeling those bungling fools off the walls, and half a month more repainting and restoring the place. Room rewind.
Whoa! Is this the crack? Dr. Zhongshan, what's inside?
Hard to say. Fools have tried walking in before, and well, they all went mad.
They went mad?
That looks like a Stellaron crack.
Yeah. Muttering to themselves, deliriously happy. No one knows what they saw. And I don't want to know. So I sealed the entrance. If you want to go in and take a peek, don't say I didn't warn you.
Dangerous? What could possibly be more dangerous than little old adorable Sparksicle? Listen up, my dear Sparksheads. Sparksicle is about to take you on an exclusive expedition through this mysterious fissure. Smash that subscribe button so you don't get lost. Let's roll! Foolish?
Who's out there?
Foolish, there's a delivery for you.
This is... Who's this from? I didn't buy anything. Is this a mask? There's a piece of paper inside, too. What does it say? To the survivor. Welcome to the world's end. Oh, right, the way you cried on TV. Was truly hilarious. Who are you? Why? Why are you doing this to me? What did I do wrong? Answer me! Answer me! I don't get it. All of this. Just what is so funny about all of this?
What the heck? That's the day she received an invitation to the tavern. I really don't know which utter degenerate from the tavern sent her such a cruel joke. Even someone as stone-hearted as me can barely stand to watch. Wait, these hallucinations. Exactly what part of them is supposed to be happy?
How did you get in? Never mind. That's not important. Welcome. Don't be afraid. Relax. You're that streamer who caused a scene at Graphia Academy, right?
Whoa! Even a media mogul like you recognizes me?
The first battle between supplicants made your name known to all. I can hear the desire in your heart, Miss Sparksy.
You can hear my desire?
You charged in here seeking answers, didn't you? To mercilessly tear the mask off another masked fool. See what card she's holding. You'll get your wish. Just like you, I obtained my own mask through a twist of fate. But unlike most of you, I don't even want to touch it. So, I'm not like you, with all your miraculous powers. I possess only one trivial little talent. I can hear the happiness you desire most, deep within your hearts.
Happiness. My days are filled with happiness. But what about you? Are you all right? I saw what you've been through. You have my sympathy.
Sympathy, yes. Dr. Zhongshan called it the happiness syntax. She mistook it for some kind of disease. But I say no. This is the blessing of the elation. Precisely because my past was so agonizing. The divine allowed me to hear the happiness deep in everyone's hearts as a form of consolation. I can smell the pulsating desire within your heart, like sweet honey dripping from a comb. It travels along your nerves, dissolving into a syrupy, sticky sweetness.
No surprise there. After all, I'm just a sweet girl whose sugar content is totally off the charts. But Miss Connoisseur, merely savoring the scent isn't enough. Are you planning to taste it for yourself?
As you wish. Let us start tasting from the first bite. Recognition. Deep within your heart, you desire everyone's gaze to be filled with adoration. The secret you use to seduce the audience is the very same thing you crave yourself, isn't it?
Correct.
Next comes victory. The first supplicant battle was merely a minor setback. Without a doubt, once the mask is back in your hands, you will conquer the entire Phantasm Games with ease.
That's it! That's exactly how it should be!
The laughter will appear in person to
crown you for eternity. They will weep and beg you to become the brand new eon of elation. And the end of all this is eternal fulfillment.
I feel like you got that wrong on that last bit. Sparksy and Sparsicle and Sparkle would never be fulfilled. They want to keep going.
It's so quiet.
All that revelry is nothing but hollow noise, meant to fill the void before reaching this ultimate fulfillment. Come here, newborn god. Behold this world that belongs to you. It lies at your feet, submissive, humble, within your grasp. Jump down. Throw yourself at it. Embrace it. This paradise will become one with you, leaving no distinction between you.
So this is happiness! Syntax? Interesting. Oh, you're quite the illusionist, making this dream feel so real.
To think you could resist this perfect desire. What a contradictory girl. You make me feel both pity and curiosity.
Perfect! You've got it wrong. No matter how beautiful your illusion is, it can't change its essence. Once happiness is within easy reach, it becomes as bland as a cup of plain water. In our line of work, who hasn't tasted the true zest of life only after long torture? Satisfaction. Listen to me, you phony fool who can't even face your own mask. What we masked fools do best is distill pain into the strongest wine and spin despair into the maddest joke. Thanks for the sugar water. It tastes pretty bland.
Since you refuse the sweet happiness I've offered, I have no choice but to insist you drink the bitter wine of punishment.
How about this, Miss Connoisseur? Why don't you have a taste of my spirits? Welcome to the live stream! Plain Arcadia, Happiness Syntax, Honkai chapter, starts now! Oh, too bad. 0 viewers.
I will watch over you and guide you on your path. Serenity is before me.
A future will come. Dreams do come true. Let the show begin!
I'm fine.
Receive divinity. The dead return!
Torment and doubt, farewell.
For tomorrow! Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Sun, tear the sky!
Accept the penalty.
Is that all?
Not exactly tough, just overwhelming in sheer volume. Honestly, it's enough to exhaust even a fool. Suffering all this just for a mask? Definitely not a good trade.
Tiny little fool! Why did you break my toy?
Oh, not even pretending anymore, huh? I should have known. Full Wish was only ever a puppet placed in the spotlight. So tell me, puppeteer in the shadows, what are you supposed to be?
I imagine that's supposed to be Suhu.
I know this one. Shush is the name of the robot on the Express. I'm begging you. Leaving another version of yourself to suffer while you hide on the sidelines having a laugh. That's just low. Look at you. Nice going. We've really put the massive hornet's nest this time. Let's fight our way out together.
Arcanian Psycho. Meanwhile, an emergency meeting taking place on the Express.
And that's the situation. Blade's getting restless because of Shuhu's flesh. I need to stay here and keep him from losing complete control.
Stay safe. Don't worry about us.
Turns out the happiness promised by the Smile Society is actually the flesh and blood of an emanator of the abundance. Seems like Full Wish's conspiracy goes far beyond just resurrecting the Herald of Death.
Mr. Ashvale and I have arrived at the TV tower. They're still setting up the debate venue here, and nothing looks out of the ordinary.
You know each other?
It's a long story. I'll have to explain later. With the help of tuning, I will conceal my identity as a supplicant and cooperate fully with you.
She went to find a way to cure the patients.
That's weird. She's caused such a huge mess, yet she's still inviting people to this debate? Isn't she afraid of getting exposed in front of everyone?
If the public catches wind of this, panic is inevitable. She knows we wouldn't dare risk exposing her in such a situation.
Allow me to add, the IPC has confirmed the scale of the Smile Society. More than 200,000 citizens have undergone the happiness surgery. To extrapolate, the advantage these supporters provide Full Wish is negligible. The probability of your victory is 71%.
Full Wish is challenging all the supplicants, so her odds of winning were never high to begin with. She must have prepared a defensive position. We need to stay on guard at every instant.
I will publicly decline the invitation and prioritize the abundance anomaly. Logic. Plain Arcadia needs a CEO right now, more than it needs a supplicant. If the situation spirals out of control, I will immediately terminate the Phantasmoon Games. But until then, the PR department will do its utmost to support you and defuse Full Wish's PR offensive.
That should be enough. Thank you.
Danger lurks everywhere right now. I don't think it's wise for all of us to rush to Seafeld City. March and I will stay in Duo Mansion City, just in case something goes wrong.
Oh, right. We gotta watch the Express. It'd be a disaster if someone tried to steal our home. Besides, debates aren't really my thing. You got it. I'll be sure to spam a few extra bullet comments for you.
Then let's head out. We'll be in touch.
This train
It's still early. Where to now?
and is bound for the terminal station, Museum of...
We still haven't gotten the new path. Don't tell me you only get it at the end. No one cares what you think until you decide to tear the world apart into the rift within Full Wish's heart, Arcadian Psycho. Wonder if that's a American Psycho reference. One moment. I want to know what chapter do we get the what chapter do we get the elation pathway? Maybe if I click on Trailblazer Elation Path, it will tell me. It does not tell me. Boo. Arcadia Revisited. Is that it? Oh, yeah, so I have to, okay. It might be right at the end. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, we'll just keep going. We haven't hit 2 hours.
Excuse me. How do I get to this?
Attention passengers.
I didn't expect Plain Arcadia to have a spot as peaceful as this.
I guess there are pros and cons. Even after all these years, public transport around here is still a huge hassle. The TV tower is still a fair distance away. We'll have to walk the rest of the way.
Is that a cat that's stuck upside down?
We're here.
Looky here. How is the white-striped wolf pulling so high? Just 'cause he looks cool? What gives?
Well, that detective? Where did he get a title like that?
Oh, that special program? It's wrapping up already. By the way, when was the deadline again?
Yesterday?
It is a bit unusual. We should be on our guard. I'm not a supplicant, so I can't go up on stage with you later. Will you be nervous facing the cameras alone? Time truly flies. You're all grown up now. Perhaps it won't be long before you no longer need my guidance.
Man, Himiko's just throwing death flags around left and right.
Don't worry. I'll always be standing right where you can see me. Then let's go find Sunday and the others.
Look around and find out where Sunday is.
Oh, this is a disaster. We didn't pick up a single scoop worth mentioning from the first 2 supplicants. Oh, how am I supposed to publish any of this?
What's the rush? I'll head over in a bit, find an angle, snap a few shots. The headline is entirely up to you. Frowning over such a trifle? You should hurry up and get that happiness surgery done when you get the chance.
He gives you a puzzled look, then decides not to push the conversation any further.
Hey! Maybe we should save this for when we're back upstairs? This really isn't the best place to talk.
Listen, give it a rest. Can't I get a moment's peace before the debate starts?
That voice. Is that Mr. Ashvale?
Ah, they're over there. Optional. Walk around and see what the others are doing.
What's going on? Blue chips are out of stock again?
What can you do? Those are blue chips we're talking about. An Arcadia bestseller for over a decade. One bite drops you into a whole new world of crunch. Exquisite! A taste sent from another
I like that the tickets are on these boxes.
Is this a film set or something?
The camera that is set up, its position looks a little strange, like there's no need for it to exist. Just another boring corner, not even worth stopping for, let alone finding anything newsworthy. Not even a corner like this is spared. You can imagine just how complete the camera coverage is here.
You really need to tread carefully.
Is there something in this corner?
Miss Himiko.
Yeah, because didn't Sunday say that he's like disguising himself so that he isn't known as a supplicant? But they said 2 supplicants. So either his disguise didn't work and they got found out immediately, or there's another supplicant already here outside of Asheville.
We meet again, you two. And you're about to be on TV. Aren't you going to change into something a little sharper? You guys noticed it too, right? The entire first floor of the TV tower is one big set arranged by Foolish. A live stream broadcast. Those 2 look busy, but they haven't taken their eyes off us. I'd wager the debate started the moment we stepped into the TV tower. While we're still preparing, she's baiting us into revealing a weakness. Fair debate? Not a single word out of Foolish's mouth is going to be true.
Speaking of which, I didn't expect you two to take action together.
Before contacting you all, I was looking into the case involving the Sinwish Syndicate murders, and every clue pointed straight to Full Wish TV.
The Sinwish Syndicate?
Exactly. When I accepted this mask, I promised to make a name for them. Since that's no longer possible, the least I can do is uncover the truth on their behalf.
You nameless sure are a bunch of stand-up folks. Investigating's one thing, but you didn't have to go and join the society, did you?
There are personal reasons, too. The loss of pain being considered happiness. That's always made me keep a close eye on the Smile Society. Unfortunately, the regular members know almost nothing. I couldn't find any clues related to the abundance. But regarding the surgery, they did leave behind some clues.
Pre-op psychological assessment record. A psychological consultation for members experience pre-op anxiety. The session has been archived per standard protocol. Patient information has been anonymized for confidentiality. The consultation record is as follows. Praise the Master of Elation. Is everyone having a happy day today? I'm so happy, uneasy, restless. No, you're not happy. If you were, you wouldn't be here right now. Today, I'm not speaking as the president of the Smile Society. Think of me as just your normal friend, someone you can open up to about what's troubling you. Lady, Full Wish, I'll admit, if it weren't for everyone at the Smile Society, on the day I got laid off, I probably would have. But with your encouragement, I found a new job and even gained a new family. I think I should give it one more shot and try to find happiness through my own strength instead of jumping straight into the surgery. You're absolutely right. The society isn't the IPC. We'd never force our members to do anything. Today's just a friendly chat between friends, so relax. Let's just talk about life, shall we? How's work been lately? Getting along with your coworkers? Is everyone happy? Yeah, everyone's so happy, bursting with energy every single day, and it's all thanks to your help. But sometimes I feel like we're from 2 different worlds. Whenever I'm exhausted and just want to sigh, I take one look at them and it's like I'm doing something I'm not allowed to do. I went through the same thing in the days right after the Bloodstained Games ended. Everyone was so kind, but the more help I accepted, the guiltier I felt. I was scared that if they saw even a hint of unease on my face, it would hurt them too. I was scared that if I cried, it would make them sad. But that only made me lonelier, made me think that misfortune itself was a kind of original sin. Yeah, I totally get that. It's like This vibe hanging over all of Plain Arcadia, whether it's at the company, out on the streets, or online. Seeing everyone laughing and having a blast always makes me feel like I should join in, but don't blame yourself. Pursuing happiness is human nature. It's precisely because you aren't happy enough that you yearn for that world of happiness, and you've mistaken the yearning for alienation. Picture this. Everyone around you is laughing, but you're the only one in tears. Your wife and kids are happily chatting away nearby, while all you can do is heave a heavy sigh. Do you really want to turn your back on them? Or would you rather bask in that atmosphere of happiness, stand by their side, and share a laugh? Happiness is a divine gift, not something to be ashamed of. When it comes down to it, do you truly resist the happiness surgery? You simply haven't recognized your true self yet. Tell me, what is it you really want? I want to join them. I want to be happy.
It seems my suspicions were right. Not everyone joined of their own free will. Rather than offering comfort, the Happiness Research Society amplified their craving for it. When everyone around you is praying for happiness, refusing to join begins to feel like a kind of original sin.
Do they not manipulate the hearts of others using the very same terror and dreams? Even if I weren't a supplicant, I wouldn't stand idly by.
So, she doesn't stand a chance in the debate then? She's ticked off so many heavy hitters. I really thought she'd have some smarter tricks up her sleeve. When it comes down to it, it's just like the Phantom Moon games. People love surprises, so over-preparing is pointless. I've met plenty of big shots, but nobody has a knack for grabbing attention like you do. Use that to your advantage, and play things by ear.
Precisely because we were once adversaries, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
And I'll be joining in too anyway. Just to shoot me a glance if you need me. And I'll back you up.
When I left Plain Arcadia, someone once said this to me. When moving forward, never ask too many questions. The moment we stop to think, doubt seeps in. Fear of becoming a laughingstock or of being rejected. It sounds absurd, yet that's how people are. Don't let the word debate lead you astray. Just be yourself, as you always have been. When it comes to you, my faith is unwavering.
Hello, viewers. I regret that we must meet under these circumstances. This is an emergency broadcast. A supplicant is attacking Seafeld City with the power of the Harmony.
What kind of commotion is this?
Well, they can't blame it on us, because we are physically here. Well, I mean, that's technically in Seafeld, but we are in the tower. What exactly could we be doing? Also, she found out about Sunday real quick. He's the only one who could be doing the harmony, we hope.
What? Is Full Wish TV up to their old tricks again?
Hello, viewers. I regret that we must meet under these circumstances.
As you all know, to prevent a repeat of the blood-stained games, I organized a televised debate. I hoped the dispute between supplicants would stop at words, and the right to decide the winner would be shared by everyone.
I was confident in my victory.
I was ready to fulfill my promise. To build an Arcadia free of worry, where the only thing people need to do is laugh.
But now, I must cancel the debate and reveal the truth to the public. For what these outsiders seek to tarnish is more than just the Phantom Moon games.
I implore all citizens, do not panic at the footage to follow. We are facing an unprecedented danger. But this is not a time for despair.
I imagine they're about to be like, and look at Sunday taking over all of Penacony. Sunday, we really should have been wearing a better disguise this whole time.
be no stranger to you. His name is Don Hung, a member of the Astral Express and a renowned hero.
Oh, they're gonna show off Blade as a Stellaron hunter. But they said the Harmony.
And yet, accompanying him is none other than the Joe's wanted criminal, the Stellaron hunter Blade. Rumor has it, he was once tainted by the flesh of the Abundance, and could go berserk at any moment. Back then, I trusted the Astral Express, figuring this was just a simple capture operation. But a short while ago, I found members of the Smile Society infected with the flesh and blood of the Abundance. Only then did I realize what sort of conspiracy I was being dragged into.
Oh, so she's gonna blame all of her crimes on us. Got it.
Aside from the Trailblazer, there's another supplicant aboard the Astral Express who used an alias not too long ago to infiltrate the Smile Society.
Ah, there's Sunday.
But his true identity reveals him to be an interstellar fugitive, a member of the family, Sunday. And by sheer coincidence, he traveled with the IPC back to Ashvale, arriving at the debate venue together.
My man's like, why are you pulling me into this?
Ladies and gentlemen, I won't summarize this, lest my own views mislead you. I will only present the indisputable facts for your judgment. May the Master of Elation bless us all.
Okay, and we come up there and beat you up. You want to brand us as criminals?
So that's
Fine, we'll take this with heavy hitting.
Such blatant manipulation won't fool anyone for long.
No. Everyone, we'd better get out of here.
We should just go upstairs and beat her up. She can't do shit if she's unconscious.
What is it?
Maybe when we arrived at the TV station, the debate wasn't just starting, but had already finished.
Wait! How could... Viewers, we interrupt with an emergency announcement. The Department of Aberration Defense has confirmed that the power causing the flesh of the Abundance to become infectious originates from the Harmony.
Oh yeah, because Sunday had been stating that he's sensing something like the Harmony around that's interfering with his own, but it's gonna look like he's the one that's, you know, doing stuff because he is a Harmony practitioner. She has set this up very well. And Sunday's already not having a good time because his powers are getting stronger.
The supplicant is attacking Seatbelt City with the power of the Harmony! Please, dear citizens!
Enough small talk. It is time to fulfill my duty. Let us become one and share in boundless elation.
Tormented doubt, farewell. For tomorrow. Let's improvise.
The dead return!
I can't hold it in. Serenity is before me.
A future will come!
Dreams do come true. Let the show begin!
Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Sun, tear the sky!
One me, one dose of happiness. Tell me, that's stop all the bliss.
Is that all?
I can't hold it in. Pure
Is that all?
I do like their design. I always like the Abundance designs.
Hail the new dawn!
Pain? What flavor of candy is that? I want more.
It's just called
Their
Smiling Flesh.
senses have become completely distorted.
Come closer. Just a little
Dead?
No, the flesh is regenerating. It won't be long before he gets back up, no matter how many times he is killed.
In that case, he is certainly worthy of the great wheel fortune hanging over his head. So this is Fullwish's goal? To twist citizens implanted with Shuhu's cells into giggling abominations and wage war on every supplicant? It's horrifying to be sure, but Fullwish is a mere mortal. How exactly did she do it?
General, please do not call them that. These people are nothing like the denizens of abundance you're familiar with. They are just normal people of Seafeld City, struggling with the grind of daily survival. They don't have the strength you and I possess, nor have they ever seen the world outside of plain Arcadia. They just want to stop and catch their breath, even if that breath is poison coughed up by Fullwish.
You're right. They deserved sanctuary. But right now, there's another group of people who need our protection. Since we have the power, let's do something. Whether for the survivors or the victims. You were the referee of the Phantom Moon Games. Even if you were forced off the field by underhanded means, surely you retained some right of arbitration. Now the land is overrun by walking corpses, and the people are plunged into misery. Are you telling me the supplicant who committed such atrocities still hasn't committed a foul?
This is merely a common occurrence in a game that has lasted thousands of years. Calamity. So long as the supplicant can draw wish power to fill the Phantom Moon, the game knows no taboos. The Master of Elation allows supplicants to enact the utmost benevolence, beauty, truth, greed, and absurdity, even the utmost evil.
Then where, exactly, do the boundaries of the Phantom Moon Games lie?
Since when do Aha's games ever have boundaries?
Then what's the point of having a referee?
You don't understand, General.
Then make me understand.
As you wish. I wonder if you've heard of the tragedy of the Bloodstained Games from 15 years ago, General.
Compared to the catastrophic history of the Phantom Moon Games, that was likely nothing more than an insignificant interlude, no?
Countless times, I wanted to reach out and touch those muted hearts to make them beat again. But I can't save everyone. It's always been this way. The Phantom Moon Games have only one taboo. And there is only one rule I strictly abide by. The games must proceed. Never ending, just as the sun and moon rise and fall. Those who defy this law shall be banished, executed, and suffer unceasing torment. General Yao Guang, have you ever wondered, why am I the arbitrator?
Simply because you possess the power to eradicate those who transgress.
Eons ago, in the Master of Immortality's mysterious garden, flora flourished with such intensity that they suffocated all other life. A meddler quietly infiltrated this place, plucking the most enchanting and luxuriant branch. The severed branch screamed in protest, for before she was gifted with eternal life, she was a divine envoy, leading her kin in search of the elixir of life. She was a beast of blind love and hatred, a sword dancer who devoured the crimson moon. So proud was she, never having known how to yield. Save for the blazing phoenix of the Xianzhou, she has never been defeated by another. How then could she tolerate a a meddler defiling her fragrance.
Are you speaking of myths or true history?
When the past is as distant as the afterglow of the stars, does it really matter whether it's myth or history? That meddler transplanted her to another world. And through this method, they imprisoned the most terrifying of horrors within the most ridiculous of games.
You mean you yourself are that most terrifying thing?
You've misunderstood. Or perhaps not. The meddlesome god promised to enlighten her, to teach her to know true joy. And in the repeated cycles of the Phantasmoon games, the meddler did not break their promise. She once witnessed raging flames boil the seas dry, saw civilizations rise from the dust, and wither back into it. She gazed upon the purest souls, burning away their brilliance, and stood silent as supreme evil reveled in blood upon the earth. Finally, amidst the love and hate of the insignificant, she gradually glimpsed the essence of fleeting life, the meaning of elation. Finally, she became me.
So, you're afraid of waking her, afraid of becoming her once more.
Over the past 1,000 years, I have called upon her power 3 times to avert catastrophe. Each time, it left an irreparable scar upon the land.
This is the abundance. Healing and torture, coexisting as one.
Even knowing everything, would you still have me wear that fox mask and exercise the authority of arbitration?
Miss Evanescia, what you are terrified of is not this fox mask. Quite the opposite. Evanescia is the mask you wear. What you are terrified of is your true self. I, too, was once terrified of my mask.
Your mask?
A mask known as Arbiter General. Whenever the tides of war demand it, I have no choice but to don it. To become that slaughtering general, coldly watching blood and tears be shed, plotting and divining beneath the astral charts, even accepting the scorn of bereaved orphans, all to ensure the Luxero is loosed.
I don't understand. As a general of the Xianzhou, why have you urged me all this time? Urged this creation of the abundance to reveal its true form?
It's laughable, really. I arrived in plain Arcadia for the sole purpose of involving the Master of Elation in my divination, seeking to rewrite a fate already cast in stone. But to steer the orbits of the stars is no easy feat. Whether it be the Lux arrow that topples the sky or the games of the Elation, it's difficult to grasp even if you go all out. From the instant the Phantasmoon's declaration increased the stakes, my divination has spiraled out of control. My fate shifts ceaselessly between adversity and prosperity. Life and death becoming impossible to fathom. With the eons in play, divination is futile. The only thing you can ever put trust in is people. Just as I once believed my teacher could successfully fulfill their fate, I really believe in you too, Miss Evanescia.
Has anyone ever told you you're quite the gambler? Daring to push your chips onto an unknown quantity, like me? In a game where the eons themselves have taken a seat at the table?
When we first met, I could not gain insight into the will or woe of your fate. Yet, I was willing to trust you. I believe you are also the key to rewriting destiny in this game, whose ending no one can foresee.
Why?
Miss Evanescia, the spiritess that watches over me is named the Kala Chakra Sky Plume. It is a symbol of the hunt's foresight, verdict, and self-discipline. Why does the decisive god of the skybow bear such a visage? After much contemplation, I finally understood. If the value of discipline was understood, the creations of the abundance need not be abominations. And without temperance, the consequences of the hunt are no different from destruction. I am not some gambler, nor am I an ant beneath the gaze of the eons. I was the one who offered up a piece of my own insignificant fate, forging their trajectories. The situation outside is volatile. We don't have a second to spare for idle chatter. Miss Evanescia, I've given you my answer, and I'd like to hear yours in return. When you realized Full Wish was not a supplicant and you could not pass judgment, why did I see hesitation and doubt in your eyes rather than your usual indifference? I know you already have a game changer in mind. You're just not ready to use it yet. Please, tell me your solution.
As you wish. To exercise the right of arbitration, irrefutable proof is required. Proof that a supplicant has indeed broken the rules and disrupted the order of the Phantasmoon Games. Yet surveying the board, I see not a single transgression. Since there are no sinners, then I shall become the sinner. General Yao Guang, you once asked me, where do the boundaries of the Phantasmoon Games lie? Well, here's my answer. The boundaries aren't on the outside, but at the core. Now, I shall transgress the taboo and divulge to you the true purpose of this Ionic game. Through this method, the Master of Elation imprisoned the most terrifying of horrors within the most ridiculous of games. The terror slumbering at the heart of Plain Arcadia is...
Are you Shuhu? That was gonna be my second guess, was the fact that, oh, is this gonna be like a plot twist where Evanescia is Shuhu?
According to statistics, approximately 200,000 individuals fell ill simultaneously and were transformed into denizens of abundance.
The affected staff are quarantined immediately. Prolux Tower is a valuable safe zone.
If you'd listened to me and thrown every suspect in prison, you wouldn't be in this mess. So, why'd you call me here?
It's an emergency. I want to see how the script plays out.
Huh?
No one could have guessed an emanator of the abundance would return by hijacking others' bodies. Everyone is hesitant to act for fear of collateral damage. But since he is here as well... Deduction. This crisis was within your calculations all along.
Half right. Shuhu is the reason Blade made the trip. As for the outcome, tell you what. I'll show you the script. It's too wordy, and I can't be bothered to paraphrase. Here, sending you a copy.
For the sake of our business partnership, save this virus copy for someone else, hacker.
The feeling is mutual. Seems you don't trust me much either.
I told you, I've done my research on you. Or to be precise, on all of you. Destiny's slave may be able to foresee the future and pen scripts for the Stellaron hunters. But in the face of Eon intervention, his vision is powerless. However, the IPC has its own methods.
Oh?
I'll grant you a privilege. Starting now, user Silverwolf has unrestricted access to the Arcadian internet.
I could have done that myself.
With the precondition that I agree. I want you to hack into the internet, trace the source of the Joy Ascendant contagion, and figure out the catalyst and transmission vectors. Suppressing the surface commotion is a simple task. But if the root cause isn't addressed, the chaos can never be truly eradicated. In exchange, I'll turn a blind eye to the Stellaron Hunters' suspicious activities for the time being.
So this is what it means to see how the script plays out. Maybe you should keep it wide open. One eye might not be enough.
Let's start the investigation with the sick ones inside the building.
I thought this was supposed to be a safe zone.
Safe means that I monitor everyone's every move, including yours. And hers. Judging by the time, I should be right on cue.
Not exactly right on. You missed your cue. You should have made your entrance 4 lines ago.
4 lines back? Oh, one eye might not be enough. You were laying the groundwork for her entrance. Margin of error, 23 seconds. Coordination needs improvement.
My bad. I lost track of time. What about you? Did the operation go smoothly?
It's a long story. I thought it was a battle royale, but it turned into a zombie crisis. I think it should have been you instead. I heard Elio gave you a long vacation. Whereabouts?
Let's call it a business trip. 10 days in Penacony with a packed schedule. I'll take today, for instance. I needed to arrive at Ideen Park on time, order 2 drinks, give the cash spewer 3 knocks, and watch it spit out 650,000 credits. And then, I was supposed to get on the line and say hello to you.
23 seconds late. Not very punctual.
Oh, I don't mind. After all, even a late warning might just save you and Blady's lives. Elio asked me to pass along a message. Don't lose to Aha.
That's it? Anything else you want to say?
Hope you enjoy yourself.
What secret messages have you been sending?
Nothing. We've said everything we needed to say. If you think there's more to it, that's just because you don't know us well enough yet.
I don't deny that, but I will sooner or later. Jade warned me, never underestimate the enemy. Compared to the 10 Stonehearts, the Stellaron Hunters possess much greater solidarity.
Is she seriously not just throwing shade at her colleagues?
The probability is 9%. I'll reserve judgment for now. Hopefully, you can give me an answer. Remember the objective. Hack the network and trace the source of the Joy Ascendant infection. When you access the network, data's going to flood your mind. Brace yourself. Prompt block permissions unlocked. Data floodgates released.
So, is this kind of game fun? This was your first mission. A pity you had to cheat.
No.
I really think this cat is Kalis down here. Because there's always a cat that's hanging out with the Stellaron Hunters, and back in the day we had a thought that that represented Kalis. But I really, and now that we know that the cats are also, like, Finality's shadow, I really think, and all the Stellaron Hunters have rejected their original path, that I think that Kalis is a pathwalker of the Finality, and maybe even a version of a cat of Finality. And so, and that's Kalis's rejected path. But see, it has the dual eyes, one yellow and one blue. The blue eye, I reckon, is Elio, and the yellow eye is Kalis. I'm still very much of my theory that Elio and Kalis are the same person. They're just at 2 different times.
You don't even know the first thing about games. What gives you the right to call me a cheater?
You handed over that cartridge willingly. Why did you steal it back?
I just took it back to play with. Saying steal, that's so hurtful. Besides, you guys just left it casually lying around in the vault.
Fine. You think we were careless? Well, next time we won't be. I'll put it in a containment room at Pierpoint. Go ahead and try borrowing it then.
Nice idea, but the execution's a no-go. You guys can't even get in there without me. By the way, I changed the passcode for this cell too. 1337. I can leave whenever I want.
Oh. Is this the skill of a top-tier hacker? The cartridge was clearly the ending you refused, yet you still used it. Care to tell me why?
It's gonna be a game over anyway, so I'll play however I want.
The ending's the same, so the journey doesn't matter. Sounds more like you're just making excuses for yourself.
It's not the same. You guys believe in destiny. I don't. That's why I don't mind spoilers.
Then, when you see how things end for you, are you afraid or excited?
Bored. Because feeling bored proves I haven't become her. That's why I joined you, the Stellaron Hunters. Those who play the game to change the ending. Why am I suddenly thinking about that? This is still Perlux Tower? This Joy whatever dude is her employee?
Exactly. Clearing up the truth is also a way to save these innocent people. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do.
You said you'd turn a blind eye. I didn't think you'd actually be monitoring me.
The road ahead is fraught with peril. I'm just watching your back on behalf of the IPC. If the worst happens and you end up an enemy of the whole world, I'll be there to switch to the world side in the nick of time.
Oh, I didn't take you for the humorous type.
Amusing ourselves to death. Okay. Can we save and quit? Perfect. Either laugh or die. Witness the outbreak of the Imaginesis Plague. Joy Ascendant. Amusing ourselves to death. Okay, so we only have about 3 more. I'm really in the mood to keep going, but I actually am on a time crunch because one of the reasons why I've been out of the house is our bathroom is still under construction. And they're supposedly showing up in like the next 5 minutes. So I think I timed that really well to make sure we got our 2 hours in before. I'm still mad that we have not unlocked the elation pathway yet. I was really hoping we were going to get the elation today. I already have a light cone for it and everything. Oh, also a reminder, because a lot of people don't go in the Hertus store anymore. They have unlocked another 5-star light cone that you can buy from the Hertus store. And it is currently the best light cone for Elation Trailblazer. So make sure you grab that, because usually these ones you can buy from the Hertus store are usually the best for the Trailblazer in that path. As you can see, I have it the Hunt, the Preservation, Remembrance, the Elation one. We didn't get a Harmony one, or whichever path the Harmony is on. Where is it? 4-star, I think, that I have on him right now, because it's the suggested one. This one. Yeah, the Harmony. We haven't gotten a Harmony one, but we have a Nihility one and an Erudition one that I'm still not using for anything else. And then the Hunt one over here. Dr. Ratio gets that one because I still haven't been able to get his light cone. I'm still so annoyed by that. Is this sand? Oh, I can't walk in it. But yeah, so that I would say is it for now. I guess we can put Silver Wolf on for the storyline. I bet we're gonna get to see level 999 soon. But yeah, I am still of the theory that, one, the Trailblazer, let me switch to him. The Trailblazer is a rejected path of finality and might even be a cat of finality of some form, and that Elio and the Trailblazer are actually the same person, just in different timelines. Elio is him in the future that has seen the death of the world that is the finality, traveling back in time. That's why he can write the scripts, because he is essentially the finality walking backwards, while then the Trailblazer is him in the current time that is walking forwards. You get what I mean? That's why the cat that you see is the Trailblazer and Elio at the same time, and that's why it has the dual colored eyes. That's my theory. So that will be it for today. I will see you all next Sunday. There shouldn't be anything blocking that, but the Sunday after, we might be having it on like a Friday or that Saturday, but early morning Saturday, because I'll be leaving Saturday afternoon for my trip. Hopefully next week, since we only have 3 more achievements, we'll get through this section, and then the weekend after we will do the Cosmicon event. Because, I didn't even realize this is going to be changing over this week. Yeah, so make sure if you are interested in getting her, that you get her soon, because she goes away in a couple days. Or any of these guys. Next up is going to be Evanescia, and then it's the only one I know right offhand is Sunday, because Sunday's getting a rerun, because I was really thinking about pulling on Sunday, but if we really are gonna have a packed one with the new Blade SP and a Finon rerun with Cyrene, I don't know if I should even pull, honestly. I kind of might do this, because I was gonna do 3 pulls to put me up to like 35 pity, well, it will be 45, because I did 1 pull for Boot Hill. I just didn't write it down, apparently. Because most likely, that would give me, if Sunday's gonna come, he would like come in early pity, which wouldn't be much of a bad investment. Yeah, 15. Yeah, okay. I just didn't write that down, apparently. Which would not be a terrible investment. But as you can see, I do not... Getting to that 200 goal is going to be a bit difficult. I really do need to start, like, 100%ing all of the maps. And we have quite a few maps for Plan Arcadia. Why is it only showing me the... Perlux Tower? Oh, I don't even have the Furbos. Can I not leave?
Welcome, ladies and...
Oh, do I not have like a single one of these teleporters unlocked?
Your safety. Please observe all safety guidelines and refrain from crossing the safety barriers.
Okay, that gives me an anchor here. Oh, I literally can't leave right now. Maybe because the, you mean I can't leave in the current character's POV? Oh. I was like, why am I locked in?
Attention, passengers.
It's still early. Where to now?
There we go. Lord. Because there are quite a few maps for Arcadia, playing Arcadia so far, that I could probably start hitting up. And getting some coin from. I'm just so bad at platformers, guys. I am not excited to explore these maps. But push comes to shove, we'll do it. I need to 100% the maps anyway. Alright, so that is everything. I hope you all had a grand time. I will see you all next Sunday, and hopefully by then we will finally unlock the Elation pathway. So I will see you all then. Bye, everyone!